recording.
I don't care if you're recording or not, Craig Lucy. I'd like to know what the hell you're doing standing here.
Right.
Madeline, I'm warning you. This guy is an asshole. Hey, go ahead and keep laughing. Keep laughing. Just keep laughing. I am never going to let you suck my dick, Craig Lucy. And you better stop asking me about doing it.
Where's the property line? It's on the plat. Pull up the plat.
I will. And guess what? You ain't going across the property line. You're not going to go across it. Because you don't have a right to.
I own that property.
Not if the Waltjens got 2 inches on that side.
I own the property.
No, you own
And
that.
and if you want to be that way, then I'll go back to Dave and say, Dave, just knock down their fence. Because there's places
You know
here
what?
where it's over.
You're not going to cross the property line.
That's according to Messick.
You're not going to cross.
And Messick didn't do any
Greg, you can do anything you want.
history
You won't cross that
on
property
That's
line.
my property over there.
Over there you can. You can do anything you want over there.
Right.
But you're not crossing it here and all the way up. Good luck.
It's my property abutting the property line. The easement goes to the property line. You obviously haven't seen the plan. They're the same place.
He owns any property beyond that 20-foot right of way.
The 20-foot right-of-way is on the side of the plat. It's on the side of the property line.
If he has any,
He doesn't.
Has 3 inches.
He doesn't have 3 inches. He doesn't have
You're
1
not
inch.
crossing it.
He doesn't have.
You can put that fence in there. There's nothing you can do about it. See there? Doesn't matter.
A line of disturbance.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Here, let's just go.
That's good.
Just keep moving. Don't stand. Not allowed to stand.
Not allowed to
Got to keep moving because you're blocking it again if you stand.
Yeah, well, how about you, buddy?
Talk to Dave Jones.
Yeah, okay.
Just call him.
It's okay.
I mean, he gives you the dirt that he takes from here.
Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to come over 20 feet from right here. We're going to come over right here. We're going to put a fence right down there. And it's going to stop. And we'll show you, just so that you know, and I hope you put it on camera, because what we're going to do is we're going to come right to here. We're going to give you your access right here. We're going to stop right here. We're going to give you a little opening here. And then down there where it's 20 feet, we'll put another fence in.
Well, too bad you can't do that
We'll
because
see.
the easement doesn't say you can have your fence, but you can. You can't have a fence on the easement.
I can have a fence.
No, you can't have a
Yeah, I
fence on
can.
the easement. That blocks the easement, blocks
Well,
the
crap.
access. We have access
can't-
along the whole way.
Look.
Mr. Nemphis, could you please move? You're standing still.
Come on.
Thank you.
It doesn't matter, Charlie.
Yeah, it does.
You can kiss our ass. We can stand here and do whatever
No,
we
you
want.
can't
We can
stand
have
and
a
block the
fucking
easement.
Cookout here.
You can't.
Okay.
You can't have a cookout out here,
Who am I
Greg.
blocking?
What? You're blocking the easement. You're not allowed to, Charlie.
Okay, so what's happening? We're going to put a fence here just so that you understand. When we put this fence here, you're going to take this all out. We'll see. All of it. If you don't take it out, then you're going to take all of this out.
Not allowed to block the easement, Greg. Any part of it. For all 600 feet. For all 600 feet.
Get it out of the way.
Can't block it. All 600 feet.
Get out of the way.
You talked. You know what? You talked to the sediment control gentleman about it.
That's right, I will.
No, you already did, Greg. You already did.
Talk right here. We're going to put a fence right here onto this property line. Right here, we're going to put a little fence. We're going to give you access to this building.
It's access the whole easement. That's the way it's written.
Tell you what.
103 years ago, Greg.
That's right.
Have a nice day.
Tell you what, try putting 15 feet on the side of this existing right-of-way without moving it. We're going to see you in court.
So, how you doing?
I'm not gonna sit here and have him run his camera on us.
Oh, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about that.
Not a big deal.
He can do whatever he wants. You see, what you have here, as a matter of fact, run the camera on him. He's going to run a camera on me. I want to run one on him. Because he's such a jerk. Here. Here's fair. Let's go up over here. All right, would you walk up with us? What kind of problem you have? You got passing lanes. Right. Come in here. This man. Now, I had assisted living in Baltimore County. I had 30 beds, 2 units. All right? Yeah. So I know a little bit about it. Charlie, let's walk over here.
Ma'am,
Craig, I would appreciate you not.
I'm filming this. We're on state highway right now, and this is a state highway.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll go up to my house. then.
Okay.
That's fine. Let's just go.
My concern is
Let's have a little discussion about what's going on with the right-of-way over here. You got all this stuff on a right-of-way that we own, and we would appreciate you moving it off. We have no access across our property. Look, I don't want I don't care. It's your problem. Your problem, not ours. We want to be able to use our land. It's our land.
To go where?
Is it any of your business?
I'm the dominant. I'm the last one on the easement.
I got news for you, bud. We're going to put a gate in there, and if you don't open that thing up, we're going to have a big problem. Big problem. I want your stuff off our property immediately.
Talk to Dave. It's not my stuff.
It's your responsibility. He is your contractor.
I'll
You
give
have-
Dave a call as soon as we're done here.
Look, I'll call Dave.
Let's call Dave now.
Not a problem.
Let's call Dave now.
Dave and I are friends.
I understand that.
But the blocks for the wall, they're not Dave's.
There are Dave's.
Dave's going to do the wall.
Dave is subcontracted to Almano.
He's
Yes.
subtracting the wall.
The whole thing. So let's call Dave right now.
Well, go ahead.
I don't
Get him on
argue.
the phone. Go ahead. Get him on
You
the
said Dave's your friend. You
I
said
am.
that everything's fine. Let's call Dave.
Wait. Listen, Mr. Flores, he's with the state. I want him to tell you how he gets involved, with his words, how he will be involved. He's with the state.
So basically, whenever there's development, whether it's new or redevelopment, I am the state highways representative to give state highways overall approval to whatever plans or development that the county wants to give approval to.
One thing is if the gentleman that's standing here filming us would stick to the plan that he originally did. He comes in and says it's going to be 5 beds. Everything's wonderful, 5 beds. And I know he's playing the rules with the zoning laws and this and that and this and that. Said to him, I said, you wouldn't want it next to you. And I said, you wouldn't want it on Gibson Island. Well, he can't have it on Gibson Island. He lives on Gibson Island. They can't have it down there. But he wouldn't want it next to him any more than any of us would want it next to us.
We'll have somebody go by 60, 70 miles an hour.
30 across here, if they did 30, it'd be okay, but they do 70.
That's a residential development of the street.
It is.
I'll pass
It
by
is.
that.
It is.
Different requirements, though, just so you know.
Well, this is
every development
residential.
is not treated equal in a sense.
This is residential. He gets an exception. He gets, because it's residential and the county allows anyone to put up to X number of beds for a facility, they can put it in.
You know, I mean, we just don't want it next to us, Craig. As simple as that. And also,
You don't want the disabled next to you.
it's
That
not,
violates federal law. You can't
I'm
do
not
it.
violating any federal law.
Sure you are, by saying that.
Well, I understand. I understand all your motives are completely, because you're such a nice guy.
I've done nothing but give you business and give your sister a lot of income with Swim Across America. I've just been a great neighbor. I got the road changed.
Let me ask.
Instead of moving the fence,
Let me ask you
the
this.
other fence is in the wrong place. I didn't fight you on it. Been nothing but a good guy. Okay?
Okay.
And
But-
you guys are discriminating against the disabled. You say you're not, but you are.
We're not.
Your words are vile. It was either you or Steve, but Wayne told me it was you.
It wasn't me.
Okay.
I
Then
never
it
said
was Steve.
I never said a peep.
Then it was Steve.
I never even
Okay?
said a peep.
Then what was said and what he said, but it's horrible. Horrible that someone would say that about the disabled. And it's illegal.
Nobody is saying anything about the disabled.
If you're in assisted living, Greg, you're disabled by the federal definition. As the state guy said before you all got here, okay, and as was said in the meeting, the number of trips
that an assisted living generates is below one house. Do you know how much you produce in sewage? Do you know how much I produce in sewage? Wait a minute. Do you know how much I produce? Do you know how much you produce? A day. Gallons a day. As long as you're 150, close.
All right.
How much does a senior produce who's in an assisted living, who's in depends? How much do they produce across all seniors in all nursing homes and all assisted livings? How much do they produce?
You know,
How much do they produce with all the washing of sheets?
It's a whole lot more than a family of 5.
No, it's 100 per person. It's less.
I understand that.
Then have me arrested.
Okay, I will.
Go ahead, have me arrested.
What's your name again?
Charlie, Memphis.
Tempe.
Have me arrested.
Memphis?
Memphis.
Okay. Yeah. And what's your address? Just so I know where they
I'm
come.
none of your fucking business, okay? Hit the road. I'm standing here.
You are a fucking
See you
asshole.
later.
I swear to God, you are an asshole.
You're ridiculous.
You're a fucking family asshole.
Go ahead, Greg. Make your phone call.
Go.
Won't you?
Make your phone call, Greg.
Now, you don't tell me to leave it right away that I have a right to be out.
Well,
You
I
need to
can
leave
tell
right
you
away.
one thing.
It's his land.
You better never block this thing. Because I tell you what.
So I intend to block it.
I'm telling you one
Why
thing.
would I block it?
You already
All
blocked
I can tell you is the
You put dirt
first.
off the road, right on the road.
I'm the
The
dominant. I'm
first-
the N one.
No.
Okay. Yes, I am the dominant.
Well, you can be.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to block
I'm
me
not
from
blocking.
fixing
Greg,
my fence
get me
that you
removed.
tear up.
Get me removed. Go ahead.
Just
Go.
I'll tell you what. I didn't give you any permission to film me.
But you don't
So,
have
and
to.
I don't-
Under
no, that-
FBI code,
that
if you
is
see you're
bull
being filmed,
shit.
which no, it's not. If you,
You
see you're being
have,
filmed,
you have to tell
No.
me that you're filming me.
no, I don't.
Yes, the police do.
No, he just
You
said.
do too.
He just said. Greg said over there, we're being filmed. You know, you have knowledge, and the FBI says, which you're on a list for. FBI says if you see it, you know you're being filmed. You know you're being
Tell
filmed.
it to the judge, Greg. Tell it to the judge, please. Tell it to the
Okay,
judge.
you need to please leave the property.
No, he's not
Third
leaving
time.
the property. He's going to sit right here and have his lunch.
Stop.
Tell you, dude, just back off. Just get out of my
Back up.
face.
I'm not in your face. You
You
came to
are
my
in
face.
my face. You're standing on my property.
Which
trying
I'm
to
allowed
get
to
in
be
my
on the
face.
property.
Hey, Greg, why don't you hit the road?
It's
Greg.
just like when I moved that fence. Your camera picked me up, and then you had old Steve Shue come down and come down within 1 hour and
All he
have me
wants to
served,
do- all he
with a
wants to do-
permit.
all he wants
Stop
to do is
working.
put it-
Do me a favor. Why don't you leave?
Because you guys are blocking the easement right now.
Well, how about let's go up and look? Come on. Let's take a walk. Let's see how
Yeah.
much of an easement is you're blocking on us.
I'm the dominant, Greg.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm the
I'll tell you
dominant,
what.
Greg.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
That's because
Let's
he's
put it
got
this
his
way.
camera with him.
Let's put it this way. If you don't move that stuff in the next 3 days, I'm going to bring my excavator over here. I'm going to shove it in your yard. How you like that?
We'll just give David a
I'm
call.
just telling you, you can't. You have dug up our property.
I haven't dug up your property.
Bull
I have a
crap.
grading permit
Why
to
don't you
do
turn
it.
your camera around and
On
take a
our
picture
property?
of that?
Yes, I have
Yeah.
a grading permit. I didn't do that. I don't know who did
The
that.
bullshit you did do
And
that.
but when I did, Steve, leave you a message, or I left your wife a message. When I
You
did, when I
hit
did
that-
hit the corner.
Yeah, well, you hit it again.
No, I didn't hit it again. I hit it with my boat that day, and I called up right away and said, "I'll fix it." I don't know who hit that, but it's Dave Jones's people or Dave Jones. That right of way was here for 2 properties across your land.
You're a dominant, and so he doesn't block it down here.
You cannot dig on our property.
That's up to the courts.
Absolutely.
You can
That's
dig
why I have
on
a
our
grading
property.
permit. I have a grading permit.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we're going to find out about that one because I can tell you right now, it's our property. We have a right to walk across our
I have a right to
property.
improve it. True. You have a right to
You
walk
have
across
you
it.
have a right to put some pavement on it. You don't have a right to dig,
Dig
out
out
and
3
put it
to
in
4
your
feet
put it in
on
your
the end.
in your basement.
The grading, nothing was put in the basement.
Why do you
Well,
take
in
the
your-
trees
in
out
your
on
building.
the end of the
Look,
property where
Because
you're
the
not
grading
gonna
permit
even-
says I can.
Greg, call the
Well,
police.
The grading
I'm going
permit
to put
has
more
it.
trees back in it because I'm going to tell the county you took trees out. That
The
you,
county's plan says I can take those out, and I have put trees elsewhere.
Well, I'm going to put the trees back in against the fence that you took out because there's no reason for any disturbance against that fence.
I have a grading permit. Steve says I can do it.
Well, I'm going to just tell you, and we're going to see about that.
Here's the right of way, 20 feet. Where's the property line? Where's the property line?
Where's the property line? It's on the plat. Pull up the plat.
I will. And guess what? You ain't going across the property line. You're not going to go across it. Because you don't have a right to.
I own that property.
Not if the Waltjens got 2 inches on that side. You're not going to cross the property
That's
line.
according to Messick's.
You're not going to cross.
And Messick didn't do any
Greg, you can do anything you want. but you
history
won't cross that
on
property
That's
line.
my property over there.
Over there you can. You can do anything you want over there.
Right.
But you're not crossing it here and all the way up. Good luck.
It's my property abutting the property line. The easement goes to the property line. You obviously haven't seen the plan. They're the same place.
He owns any property beyond that 20-foot right of way.
The 20-foot right of way is on the side of the plat. It's on the side of the property line.
If he has any,
He doesn't.
has 3 inches.
He doesn't have 3 inches. He doesn't have
You're
1
not
inch.
crossing it.
He doesn't have 1 inch.
Okay, we'll see.
But
I got
you
a
know
son
what?
who's a lawyer.
Smarter
He'll
than
take care
anybody.
of it. Don't worry about it. Call the police, will you? My son will take care of it. Go ahead, call him. You said you're going to call him. Call him.
So you're refusing to leave the property.
I'm refusing to leave the
He's
property.
had permission to
because I'm
be
here
on
with
this
you.
property.
You can't give him
Oh,
permission.
I
Listen,
can. He's our
Greg,
So
property.
you can give
Greg.
anyone permission.
No argument. Call the police.
He's with me.
Over there, it's
Over
different.
there and over here.
Greg,
We own it. We pay taxes.
you said
on
you're
it.
going to call
You
the
don't.
police. Call the police. I'm calling your bluff. Call the police.
There's no bluff.
Call the police then.
I'm going to call the police.
I'm waiting. I'm going to stay here.
You know, stay here until the police arrive and
Yeah.
move you.
Yeah.
Look, he's my
Yes.
guest on my property. How do you like that?
So I need to drive down here. So you all need to give me
I'll
access.
step aside and let
Okay.
you drive by.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And you're going to step
not a
aside.
And you're
You're
gonna.
going to step aside? You're not going to step aside.
Hit the road, buddy.
That's your response.
Hit the road.
I'll tell you what, that's going to be a long line to piss on your grave, buddy. I can tell you that. It's going to be a long line. Come on, Charles. Let's not start any
No,
fight.
I'm waiting.
Because
I'm
all
waiting.
he's
I want him
doing
to
is-
call the police. You guys invited me here.
That's right. You're
I can stay
welcome
here.
here.
But they're willing to move out of the way. You're not.
He is. He'll
No,
be
he's
back
not. He said he
anyway.
wasn't. He said call the police.
You're
Somebody
not
did wrong.
driving up the driveway. Come on back and
You're
drive
the one
on up.
blocking the
Go on up.
driveway.
I'm just
Up
trying to
there.
see if it's clear.
You're blocking the driveway.
A driveway
for us.
doesn't go to anything.
Well,
I'm the dominant.
Well, if I walk, I walk
All right,
up there,
Mr.
and I
Dominant.
can't walk.
Hit the road.
If I can't walk through there or whatever, you're
You
blocking
can't
the
walk through anywhere. You can walk
Wait
on
a
your
minute.
property.
Why don't I call the police and tell them that you're blocking my driveway?
To where? It's not going to your property. It's going to my property.
It is going to my property. All
a
I have
right
to
of
do
way
is walk
across
right
your
over the
property.
fence.
You can't. That's not what the easement says.
Okay, I'm gonna put I'm gonna put a
Put a
gate on the other end,
Yeah.
so my guys can come down here
And
and
you got
maintain
a,
the fence.
propane tank over there that's on it too. So you can move that off. You can move all that stuff off.
A
And you can
generator,
put all
you
the
can
dirt
move it
back
back
the way
too.
it was. That's the way it's going to be.
Don't move the
Great,
generator.
great.
Go ahead.
Grading permit. Are you threatening to do something to the generator, Steve?
Huh? Yeah, I got
threatening-
something against the generator.
No,
It's
you're
a
threatening to
commercial
do something to
generator,
the-
and it never had a permit,
Greg, you're so
and it
stupid.
should,
Absolutely
and it
had a
needs to
permit.
have
Greg,
screening.
you're so
No, it never
silly.
had a permit.
Absolutely had a permit.
So you think people are stupid? You think people are stupid, don't you? Don't you think people are stupid?
Charlie,
Don't
don't
you?
even get
Don't
nervous.
you think people are stupid?
Look,
I'm
you
asking
can
you the
go
question.
Come on.
I'm asking you the question. Don't you think people are stupid? By the way, I called the post office. You got to take that sign off that box. It's illegal. It will be off. I'm going to stay here till the police come. That's what he said he was going to do. You invited me. I'm staying here until the police come.
So they invited you on the property to block the easement till the police come.
You're not blocking
No,
it.
I'm not blocking
So
it.
you're
He'll
not.
move
You're
out
going
of
to
your
move
way.
now.
He'll move
So
out of
he's
your
going to
way.
move out of the way. He said he's going to move out of the way.
Charlie,
Are you going to move out of the way?
Are you going to take that sign off there that's illegal?
Sign's not illegal.
Yes,
Sign
it
is illegal.
It is illegal by U.S. code.
Go ahead and look at the
Post
federal.
box.
It's the property of the federal government, and you know
The
it.
point is, you wouldn't want this next to you.
It's too late for that. Greg.
Absolutely. I tried to get it on Gibson Island, and I can still try to get it on Gibson Island. But
Go ahead.
Not
and
this
try.
week.
Go ahead and try.
I've actually tried. I've tried with the board.
I know. I tried to be your friend. I did. I stood.
Greg, I can't be your friend because of what you say about African Americans.
What?
Okay?
What
What
did
you
you
say
say?
about African Americans,
Oh,
I can't
you're
ever be your friend.
ridiculous. That's just
What
what
did
I
telling
said.
them?
Over and over again, that night we tried to sit down.
Oh,
I finally had to leave.
This guy's got more black friends than you'll ever know, buddy. Ever. And
If I
can
had
attest
one
to it.
black friend, it'd be more than he had.
Call him yet?
No, I'm still filming you.
I've lived here 62 years,
And
Charlie, and
I've
I've
never-
never met an asshole.